Yo, what is up, boys? Welcome back to another free pick video where I'm going to be hooking you guys up with my best MLB locks for today's slate. I have 5 props for you guys in this video. I'm going to be hooking one of you guys up from down below with a free week of VIP picks, possibly 2 of you guys, and also going to be hooking you guys up with a ton of free cash and showing you how you can lock some of these plays in completely risk-free today and triple X your money. So before we get into that, we do have to do some recapping, guys. So as you can see, yesterday, I should have dropped a video yesterday. I ended up getting a new laptop, guys. I couldn't record or post a video for like the last week. I think it's been about 8 days now. Ended up getting a new laptop 2 days ago. And then yesterday, this is how VIP went. So as you can see, we went 5 for 7 on yesterday's props. We haven't had a good winning streak though since, well, I think maybe about 8 days ago was our last good winning streak. So in that same week that I stopped posting, that was our last good winning streak. We've been on and off these last couple days. Some days we hit 50%, some days we'll have, as you can see right here, we hit around 70, 80%. It's just been back and forth. So we need a solid winning streak, guys, and I'm going for a sweep in this video. So let's try to make it happen, boys. As you can see, yesterday was a good day. I want to try to continue on to today and then so on. So going over right before we do, guys, we do have 5 slots available for the weekend pass. I know I haven't been keeping it restocked. I think I missed restocking it last week and we only had about like 3 slots available and then we sold out. I try to restock it some more throughout the middle of this week. So we have 5 slots right now. If you guys want that, probably going to be the best bang for your buck, guys. We have a ton of college football, NFL, and of course you get all the MLB plays. So everything for the entire weekend. You guys can hop on that weekend pass. But let's hook one of you guys up with a free week of VIP picks. So the way we're going to do it, guys, is going to keep it very simple. Also going to keep the light going low because I know we've been going for a while. I want to hook 2 of you guys up if possible. So if you're watching the video right now, drop a like on the video, guys. As soon as we get to 40 likes, going to be hooking one of you guys up with a free week of VIP picks. All you guys have to do to enter and win that is to drop a comment down below, like the video once we get to 40 likes, and then make sure you guys are subscribed. As simple as that, guys. I'm going to be picking supporters and supporting you guys for completely free since you guys support the videos for free. So the winner for the last video is going to be King 2 Styles. If you're watching this video right now, drop a comment down below so I can get in contact and hook you up with your free week of VIP picks. I know this was on the 16th, but if you're still watching this, you know, I still hook you up. If you're watching, same thing, guys. Once we get to 40 likes, gonna be hooking one of you guys up, possibly 2 of you guys with the free week. Simple as that, guys. So let's get ready to hop into the props. The first prop I'm gonna be going with in today's video is going to be Rodriguez. We're gonna be taking him over 4.5 hits allowed. So as you can see, his last 10 games, he's been going over this pretty consistently so far. 7 out of 10 on the over. His last 2 games, he's given up the most so far with 8 and 6 so far. So that's pretty good for us. We can see he is going against the Padres tonight. Let's scroll down and then look over. Actually, let's go to his head-to-head first. So you can see his last 10. In his head-to-head, you can see he has 2 matchups. One last year where he gave up 4 hits. And in this game right here, which was very recent, you can see July 10th, he gave up 8 hits in this game in their head-to-head matchup. So that's extremely good for us, especially with taking over, you know, taking his hits over 4.5. You could probably even play it over 5.5 if you guys want to. He's projected to give up a lot of hits. I'll show you guys that in just a second. Scrolling down, we can see both of his head-to-head appearances. He got 4 innings in both of those, of course covering in the last one. Looking at his last 10, he's been getting a bit more. We can see he's getting around 5 to 6 innings in each game, averaging around 5.2 in his last 10. So that's pretty good. He's getting more innings. He's also projected for more innings tonight as well. Scroll down, look at his batting average against, he's in the 8th percentile, and then looking at the Padres versus left-handed pitching, we can see they're ranked 14th on the 2025 season, and in the last 30 games they're ranked 21st. So he should have no problem, honestly, going over this line. Honestly, it's not really up to him, it's up to, you know, the Padres, but they should have no problem getting hits in this game. I'm pretty sure they have a good projection as well. We're gonna go to, let's go to pitchers, and I want to show you guys this as well. So you can see he's 3rd on the list for, I have this filtered by hits allowed tonight. He's projected with the 3rd most hits in this game with around 5.9, 3.3 earned runs and only 3.1 strikeouts. So should have a decent game tonight, boys. I'm expecting him to go over his line of 4.5 hits allowed. That's going to be the first prop. He's already given up a lot of hits. Going to take that one. And the next prop I'm going to be going with, guys, going to be going with Aaron Judge over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Yes, we have a 2.5 line. It's honestly because it should be a no-brainer. I'm really expecting him to get a home run tonight. So getting that home run, of course, is going to easily go over this line. But even if he doesn't, I know for sure You know, if he doesn't get the home run, he can at least get 2 hits, and one of those hits should lead to a run or an RBI. So playing a little bit safer instead of taking the home run props. If you guys love the home run prop, you're a little bit more riskier, you can run it. I'm gonna take Aaron Judge over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs tonight. So looking at his last 10, you can see the last 6 out of 10 games, he's been on the over. Last 3 in a row he's been able to cover, getting 3 hits and 2 hits in this game. Only 1 hit here, but I'm pretty sure it's probably a home run. Yep, home run in this game. He had 2 home runs in this one, so he's getting a lot of home runs. We can also go to his head-to-head and start there. Head-to-head, you can see it's pretty solid as well. Last 12 out of 26 games on the over. Going to go to matchups. Let's go to versus right-handed pitcher, because you can see he is facing off against a right-handed pitcher tonight. We're going to go over all his stats as well. But before we do, let's go over his head-to-head matches versus right-handed pitchers for Aaron Judge. You can see last 8 out of 17 games, so about 47% rate on the over. A nice stretch of games right here where he covered with ease. In a lot of these games, while I'm looking at it so much, is because versus Sugano, a lot of these games were, you know, where he was a starting pitcher, he was able to cover or get a home run. So I'm going to pull him up and show you guys that. So head-to-head, you can see right here dates. We got 9-20, 6-20, and 4-2-8. We'll go back to Aaron Judge and look at those same dates. We got 9-20 right here where he covered with 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 RBI. Was the other date. We have 6-20. If we go look at that date as well, where Sugano was starting pitch, you can see 3 hits in this game. So he covered this line of 2.5 and just his hits alone, 1 run and 1 RBI. And then going back, the last date was 4-2-8. I think we have him here as well. 4-2-8, he had 2 hits and 1 RBI. So this is kind of the game I'm expecting. Now, if he doesn't get the home run, I'm expecting something like this where he can still cover. But as you can see, getting home runs, we could probably even pull that up as well. Head-to-head, he's been getting a lot of home runs. Versus right-handed pitcher, same thing, guys. We can look at those same dates. 9-20, he had a home run. 6-20, he had a home run. And I'm pretty sure he didn't have one here, and he was still able to cover what we looked at. So it's kind of why I'm loving Aaron Judge, and I'm really expecting a home run, but even without it, he can still cover. Looking at Sugano, you can see he has a 1.32 whip, so he's giving up a little bit more than league average walks plus hits per innings, exactly what we need to cover our line. He has a 10-9 record so far for starting pitching. Scrolling down, we can go over their head-to-head matchup, which is extremely solid. You can see Aaron Judge versus Sugano. He has 8 plate appearances, 6 hits already. So out of 8 plate appearances, he's almost hit every single time, and 6 of those were hits. Out of those 6, 2 of them resulted in home runs, and he also has 2 RBIs. This is all head-to-head versus tonight's starting pitcher, which is great. We can look at Aaron Judge, see his batting average. He has a 330 on the season versus right-handed pitchers. He has a 328. So slight decrease, but it really stays about the same, 330 to 328. We look at his weighted runs created plus, you can see he's creating a ton of run, guys. 204 on the season versus a 198 versus right-handed pitching. So it stays about the same. We have a slight decrease there, nowhere near enough to throw you off from this prop because he's still way above league average. Looking at Sugano, we're going to scroll down and look at his ERA. Of course, he's giving up way more ERA than usual as well. League average is about 3.0. He's giving up around 4.54 on the season. And then versus right-handed batters, he struggles even more with a 5.71. So we love the advantage there. Of course, head-to-head matchup kind of shows those stats as well. Batting average against, he has a 276 versus a 281 when it comes to right-handed batters. So you can see struggling there as well. Home runs giving up a little bit less, but 1.4 to 1.8 is still pretty solid. His weighted on-base average as well, a 339 to a 328, which, as we saw, really not really enough to change that number, but don't let the red throw you off. Still way above league average. We're definitely loving these stats so far. So head-to-head, he has been immaculate. Every game where Sugano has been a starting pitcher, he's been able to cover. In his last 10, you can see he's doing solid. He's getting hits and runs in a lot of these games, even where he misses. And then when he covers, you can see he's going way over with 4, 9, 5. You can see he's going way over. This was the only one where he just got 3, but that's all we need to cover this line tonight. If he gets 3, we still cash this line with ease. So going to be taking Aaron Judge over that 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I forgot to go over the projections for today's game as well, so we can go over here and look at the matchups, and we see we have a really high hit totals for a lot of these games. So you can see the first 6 games in a row, we have a lot of hits projected to be in these games. The Yankees aren't one of them. They're down here somewhere like the bottom 4, but you can see we still have a lot of props we're going to be playing in VIP from a lot of these games. So if you guys want to kind of look over these hit projections, you guys can use that as well. Same thing with starting pitchers. We're going to go over some of them as well. I'm pretty sure we have a couple of these guys on the list, which we're going to show, but that's the projection I want to show you guys. If you guys want to use them, make sure you guys take these projections, take them over to Outlier, guys. I have a 7-day free trial link in the description for the Outlier research tool. You know, it's going to get you 7 days for completely free. You guys can test it out. Don't just take the projections and plug them in. Go do the research behind them, find out the ones you like. They also have a new update with the parks as well, where it shows you which parks rank for the best. You guys remember I was telling you Coors Field is one of the best hitter-friendly parks, and you can see they're ranked #1 on this list. So that's another thing I'm going to start going over in this video. So we can look at for Aaron Judge tonight. See, they have a 99 park factor, which is the 15th ranked park. He is a, where is his stat though? I forgot who he was. Pretty sure he's a right-handed batter. I'm gonna scroll down, confirm it. He is a right-handed batter, so we're gonna go over and click for right-handed batters as well and see. Stays the same. Coors Field is still #1, whether left-handed, right-handed, stays the same. So he has a pretty decent park factor tonight, about in the middle. So not too bad, not too good. Another thing I'm gonna start using in these research videos. So that's Aaron Judge. For their third prop that we're gonna be taking, guys, I'm gonna be taking and I'm gonna pair him for our first play that we're gonna have today. I'm gonna be pairing him with Happ. So looking at it, we're going to be taking him over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, guys. Should be a great game. As you saw in one of the projections, we can see the Cubs projected to have a great game with around 9.4 hits projected to be in this game. So I expect one of those hits to come from Ian. As you can see, in his last 4 games, he's been able to cover this line with ease. He's 7 out of 10 in the last 10 games. Head-to-head history, also I'm pretty sure that was great as well, especially versus the pitcher, but we'll get into that in just a second. He's 12 out of 22 games on the over. And we get into the filter, start playing around. Look at his last 10 games. Last 10 games versus right-handed pitchers. You can see the last 3 he's still able to cover 6 out of 10. I forgot to do this with Aaron Judge as well, but you guys saw those stats already lined up perfectly, especially head-to-head versus the pitcher. But we can look at home games as well. So we look at games at home. You can see the last 5 games in a row he's been able to cover at home in this park. You can see versus right-handed pitchers and playing at home, it goes to 8 out of 10 games on the over. So only 2 games right here playing at home versus right-handed pitchers where he has not covered in the last 10. So that's pretty solid for us. Let's go to head-to-head matchups. Let's look at versus right-handed pitchers. We see 12 out of 20 games on the over. Gonna be pulling up our starting pitcher tonight as well and going over some of his stats, so we can see which these, which games they have head-to-head history for. Because as you can see, they do. So before we go into it, let's look at some of that. So we can see he has 6 plate appearances so far versus tonight's starting pitcher with 3 hits, 0 home runs, and 0 RBIs. But he's basically got a hit every single time he's went up against the starting pitcher tonight. Gonna go and check some of these games in a little bit. Actually, go ahead and check that now. So versus Michael, if we go and click on his stats, so versus right-handed pitchers at home. If we go over and click on Michael, 2 head-to-head games. We have one right here, 808 and then 624. We go look at those same dates for Ian. We can probably get one of these games. So 808 right here, he was able to cover with 2 hits alone, covering that line of 1.5 on the over. And with the other one, 624 as well. We can see that was this game right here. I thought it was this one. That one looked outstanding for a second. This game right here, he was still able to cover, getting 1 hit and 1 run in this game. So the last 2 recent games where he has faced off against Michael, he has been able to cover. Not to mention he's already doing solid. And then looking at Michael, he has a 1.23 whip. He has an 8-3 record and then a 4.39 ERA. So let's scroll down, go over some of those stats. I already went over the head-to-head, 6 plate appearances, 3 hits. Looking at Happ, we can see on the season he has a 242 batting average versus right-handed pitcher. He has a 247. Going for his weighted runs created plus, you can see he has a 116 versus a 124. So far we have the advantage in both categories. He does fare better versus right-handed pitchers, as we can see on those stats. Looking at Michael, for his ERA, he has a 4.35 on this 2025 season. But versus left-handed batters, we can see he fares even better with a 5.63. So struggling more versus left-handed batters, and Happ is doing better versus right-handed pitchers. The matchup goes both ways in our advantage tonight, so we should be able to cover this line with ease. We can look at his batting average against the 266 versus a 307. So we have the increase there. Same thing with his home runs and his weighted on base average as well. So we have the advantage in every category for the matchup. They have great head-to-head history versus each other. He has great history versus the team. His last 10 he's been doing solid as well, especially versus right-handed pitchers and playing at home. So everything so far is lined up for the over. Same thing with Aaron Judge. Well, these two are probably my favorite 2 props. So if you guys love these 2, I took them and I paired them together. Now the best place you're going to be able to do this, and you guys can lock this in for completely free. If you have not already joined Dabble, guys, you're a new user, you're going to get 25 as soon as you guys join. So 25 bucks instantly loaded into your account. All you guys have to do is get that and use promo code ApexBetz. Just click that link down below in the comment section. As soon as you guys join, they're going to give you that free 25. If I were you, don't have to do the whole 25, but if you do, this 25 to 175 on display. My two favorite props so far, we have Aaron Judge and Ian Happ, both on the over for 2.5 and 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. If you guys lock this and put the full 25, that's 75. We have 250 to win 750 on display, so going to be a huge payout for us when we cash this one. You guys know Dabble so far is one of my favorite apps. I have two apps that I love for football. I'm going to show you guys both of those in this video. Dabble is by far number one. I'm going to show you guys my second one in just a second. But make sure you guys use promo code ApexBetz so you get that free 25 if you haven't already joined Dabble. It's legal in all these states. Just check, make sure it's legal in your state. Use that code to join that link. Lock this play in, guys. It's going to be the first one that we're doing today for the free plan. So that's the first one, guys. Let's jump into the last two props that I have for this video. And the last prop, well, the second to last prop is going to be Yandy Diaz over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs as well. Really love this play as well. Going to lock this in for another free play. We're going to show you guys that in just a second. But first, let's start off with his last 10 games. So his last 10 games in general, we can see 7 out of 10 on the over. We can do his last 10 versus right-handed pitching because he is going off against a right-handed pitcher tonight. If I can go click on that. As we see, we're going to go over trade stats in just a second. We're going to go over all this over here and this one head-to-head game. But before we do, let's finish looking over Yandy. So last 10 looks solid. Last 10 versus right-handed pitcher stays same, 6 out of 10. I'm pretty sure. No, 7 out of 10 is 6 out of 10. So one game less. We go to head-to-head though. We can see 9 out of 17 games on the over. These four right here. Oh yeah, a lot of these games were. Starts from here up was all this year. So if we look at it, was the last maybe 7 games in a row were all this year. These four right here had a nice stretch of games where he was going over. If we look at versus right-handed pitching, you have 9 out of 15 games. So slight increase there, 53%, I think, to what, 60%. So faring slightly better versus right-handed pitching when it comes to their head-to-head matchup in away games because they are playing away today. We can see 2 out of 4, so 50% on the over. Let's go and look at some of the matchups that we have though. So scrolling down, pretty sure they do have head-to-head history versus each other. You can see Yandy versus Trey. He has 3 plate appearances, 2 hits, 0 home runs, and 1 RBI. And so with those stats, I want to see if they have any recent games playing against each other. So while we have this pulled up, head-to-head games versus right-handed pitching, I'm going to go ahead and pull Trey back up for us. And looking at his head-to-head game, we only have this one right here on the 15. I think he only has 1 or 2 games he only has 2 games so far this season. One of those games, luckily for us, was against, you can see, the Rays. So we do have a little bit of stats from this game. You can see he had 9 strikeouts with his hits. He gave up 3 earned runs. He gave up 1. Even though it looked like he had a fair game versus them, we can see in that one game where they faced off right here on the 15th. So going back to head-to-head, we're going to go over and look at Yandy, find his same date, so 9/15. We can see right here he had 3 hits in this game. So we're taking his line over 1.5, and he had 3 hits. So we cleared this line with just hits alone and still had an RBI. Even though this was a low scoring game, he did great versus the starting pitcher. So in this game, you can see, like I said, 2 of those hits you can see came directly from Trey, and then one of those hits probably came against the bullpen, of course. But still, recording 2 hits in a low-scoring game so far is pretty good. It means he probably does pretty good versus starting pitcher tonight, and we're gonna bet on him to do it again tonight. Of course, this was in that stretch of games where he was already doing good, so I expect him to continue that tonight. Looking at his plate appearances, of course, that should stay about the same, 4 to 5. I see no reason for that changing. And then looking at the season stats, so let's start with Yandy first. On 2025, he has a 299 batting average versus a 305 when it comes to right-handed pitching. So we have a slight increase for the advantage there. Weighted runs created plus a 135 to a 128. So not really a decrease, not really an increase either over here, but 128 to 134 still creating more runs in general than league average. If we look over here at Trey, we can see his ERA. He has a 5.0 so far, but we can't really take his stats, too much into account because he only has 2 games under his belt. But so far, he's given up more ERA to the right-handed batter. That's one stat that we can take and look at. He's faced off against 16 right-handed batters, and then he's given up 8.10 ERA. So he fares a little bit, or struggles a little bit more versus right-handed batters. And that's exactly what Yandy is tonight. So we have the matchup there. Batting average against, like I said, kind of take it with a grain of salt, but 229 to 286, and then his weighted on base average 272 to 303. With 330. But we're really looking at that one game that they had versus each other, and then looking at Yandy has been playing as of recently, and especially versus right-handed pitching, and then playing at away games. One of these, that game wasn't an away game, but you can see 50-50 on away games. But basically we're betting on Yandy to do exactly what he did in that one game where they faced off on the 15th. You can see he had 3 hits alone to cover this line, even though this was a low scoring game. So tonight, let's look at the game projections as well and see what we're kind of expecting tonight. So for the Rays, if I can find it, projected to be pretty close game right here, 4.87 to 4.91. So both teams kind of projected to be around the same thing. The Rays are probably going to take this game. Let's look at the pitching tonight. Go back to Toronto. Let's look at his pitcher, 144 whip. Let's look at Joe, 1-3 record. So yeah, probably projections are pretty close. Should be a pretty close game, but I'm probably suspecting the Rays probably to pull out with this one. All right, now let's go to the very last prop that we have for today's video, and we're going to be taking Michael to go over 2.5 earned run, guys. So we can start off looking at his last 10. He's 4 out of 10 on the over, but as of recently, if we look at the last 5, he's been giving up a lot more earned runs than usual. We can see the first 2 right here, he gave up 3 and then 4. Had a good game right here where he only gave up 1 in the very last 2 games, guys. He's given up a ton of earned runs, with 6 and then 7 in the game before. So he's giving up a lot of earned runs right now. And if we look at their head-to-head, you can see they have one head-to-head game right here on 6-13, and he gave up 5 earned runs. So definitely loving this one. 1, because he's giving up a lot of earned runs right now. 2, head-to-head, he's giving up a lot of earned runs. If we look at the matchup for tonight, it's pretty good and in our favor as well. We can see, we can look at the Athletics and look at their batting versus right-handed pitching, and then we can see they're ranked 6th right now in the last 30 games. On a 2025 season, they're ranked 9th. So versus right-handed pitching, they're faring pretty decent right now. Batting average against, he's in the 40th percentile with a 257. So the matchup right now looks pretty good. It should be a high scoring game as well. We go back to the you can see right here, projected both teams to be somewhere around 6 tonight. So honestly, guys, really expecting this one to be a good one. Couldn't really find any batters that I like from both sides. Honestly, could go either way with this one. You could damn near probably pick a guy from both teams and then be able to cash. So probably be a good game to take some correlations from. If you're going to pick one guy, maybe take another good hitter and pair them up. I'm just going to be sticking with the pitcher though. He should give up over 2.5 earned runs, especially with how he's given up these last 2 with 6 and 7 and in that head-to-head game. So the matchup looks good. He's already given up a lot of earned runs. Going to be pairing him with Yandy. So both of these guys I really love as well. So I'm going to pair them together as well. And like I said, you probably won't have this play on, Dabble or some of the apps that I've been showing you guys, which are really, really great football. Another one that's great football, like I said, we have a ton of football this weekend, so make sure you guys are on one of these apps. The last time we played over on Sleeper, I shot you guys a free play for the video. We cashed it. Let's cash it again, guys. So make sure you join that free plan down below. While you're down there leaving that comment, when you join that free plan is where I was going to be sending all my free plays. And also, guys, while you're down there, make sure you join Sleeper. So I showed you guys the first app where you can lock this first play in for completely free. So if you already don't have Dabble, make sure you join using that promo code ApexBetz. But same thing for Sleeper, guys. If you use promo code ApexBetz, you're going to get hooked up with a ton of bonuses as well. Now, this is one of the best way to build your bankroll, guys, why I kind of try to shout it out and let you guys know each and every video. Make sure you're not just playing on one app, guys. If I'm showing you guys an app, it's probably for the best for you guys to go ahead and join it. Take advantage of the bonuses and stuff that you get, because you see you get free cash from one of them. This one is going to be giving you a $100 bonus, guys. So if you use promo code ApexBetz or use that link down below, gonna get that bonus. You're gonna get a free play, so you can take this pair right here. It's not gonna be this exact player. I haven't changed out this image, but you can take this 0.5 play. It's gonna be a super easy 100% cash. Probably pair this up for an even higher payout and make this a 3-man slip. But we're going to be taking Yandy and Michael both on the over. Over on Sleeper, like I said, you have that 2.5 earned run. So Sleeper always has earned runs lines posted. Is normally where I go for my earned runs, and also for a lot of boosted plays for college football. I'm going to show you guys that in just a second as well. But this is the second free play, guys. So if you haven't already joined Sleeper, make sure you do so down below in the comment section. It's legal in all these states, and like I said, another really great app that I love for football, because look at all the boosts that I have on my account today. So I haven't played Sleeper in a few days, and I just went to open it up today, and I have like 5 boosts, guys. So Sleeper gives you a ton of boosts, and also you have discounted plays, just like some of the apps that I'll show you guys as well. You guys want to be taking advantage of every single play and discount boost you can get. So make sure, if I'm showing you guys the app, you guys join up using that code, get all of these bonuses and promos for completely free. And then looking at it, guys, you can see we have college football right here, 30% boost, right? I can use this one for college football play today. We have NFL 30% boost as well. That's going to be for Sunday's games. I'm probably going to use both of these right here this weekend for sure. We have any 3-man pick that we put right here, so I can use this today on a 3-man pick. I'm probably going to go ahead and do this after this video. I may send it to the free play. I may do it in VIP. I'm not sure yet. But 33% boost on whatever play I lock in with 3 players. And we also have a 40% boost. This one, I'm not sure if they give the all use, but I know for sure all these are posted. A 40% boost on a 4-man play, and I can use this until I win. So if I put any play in, put this on, if it loses, we get this boost back, guys. Sleeper, I think they also do like the protected pick Fridays, stuff like that as well. So guys, if you are not already on these apps, highly recommend you guys to join. Use that promo code ApexBetz. Lock this play in for the second one. On Dabble, guys, make sure you lock this play in. Free 25 bucks. You don't even have to use your own money, guys. Aaron Judge and Happ over. Should be a really nice video. I'm going for a sweep, so hopefully we can catch both of these plays in this video. And then last thing, guys, remember, weekend pass is available. We're gonna have a ton of college football dropping and NFL plays. So if you want every single VIP play for this weekend, join that weekend pass. Everything is linked down below in the comment section, guys. Remember, if you want that free week of VIP picks, the easiest way to support the video, guys, drop a like, comment, and sub, and you can win a free week next video. So good luck with all your bets, guys. Make sure you're drinking your water, and I'll catch you guys over in VIP for the rest of the plays.